hear the word meditation. Do you think of someone sitting in a cross-legged position? Yeah, right, it's one of the traditional positions, but it doesn't mean that it has to be your position. Now, the main thing is that you're comfortable, because if you're not comfortable during meditation, then you're just going to be, your mind isn't going to be able to focus on where you want it to be. It's always going to be pulled away to these feelings of discomfort. Now, like I've said, there's a whole different range of things that you can use to set up your position. The first one being a chair. Okay, if you're really tight through your hips and you can't sit down on the floor, even with these meditation pillows, bean bags, etc., then you can just sit on a chair. Now, if you sit on a chair, again, it's not being in this slump position, like so. You're trying to stay nice and upright, so you push your bum into the back of the chair so your hips are tilted forwards, and that'll create more of an erect posture. Hands come onto the knees, or you can have them overlapped on your lap. You draw back the shoulders, you draw on the chin and you lengthen up through the spine, and then you go into your meditation, and you're trying to stay in that postural position. Now, if it becomes too uncomfortable because you might not be used to a good postural position, then allow yourself to come out of it a little bit, but you ultimately want to train these postural muscles, because it's not just good to keep you awake during meditation, but it's also going to be good for everyday life as well, for your body to function. Now, there's the chair. Another one is, if you want to buy a meditation pillow, costs about £20–30. When we're setting up the position, you basically got your bum as if it's just, looks like it's sliding off the end. You bring the heel of one of your feet in towards the groin and the other foot down to the front. Now, for me, my hips are pretty open, so I've got this big surface area that's in contact with the floor, so that feels super comfortable for me. This is how I usually meditate. Now, if you're tight through your hips, you'll probably find that your knees are right up here. So what you can do is you can get a cushion, and you can stick it under one of the knees. Obviously, you have two cushions, you have it under either knee there. You have these yoga blocks as well. What you can do is you can stick them underneath the knees there as well. Alright, but it's exactly the same with the posture. You're trying to keep this nice erect spine, hips tilted forwards, and this is how this actually helps, is that it's quite hard not to have your hips tilted forwards when you're sitting on these meditation pillows. Again, shoulders back, draw the chin in, lengthen up through the spine. Now, if you haven't got a meditation pillow and you don't want to purchase one, that's fine. What I used to use for quite a few years is a cushion. I just double it over, and I stick it underneath my bum. Again, use the props that you need to put underneath your knees. I've gone through a lot of phases in terms of meditation and positions, alright, and that's probably due to a lot of my flexibility changing as well. Another one that I've used is a bean bag. Now, these are really comfortable because they just mould to the shape of your body. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously if you're super flexible, then you're able to keep a good posture when you're sitting in a cross-legged position and normally when you're sitting on the floor. So there's a whole array of different props that you can use to set up your position during meditation. Like I said, it's vitally important that you're comfortable when you're doing the activity of meditation. And it might take you a few days just to find that position that's best for you. And that's the most important thing, that it works for you. It doesn't have to be like I am now, alright? It's not about setting a standard, there's no right or wrong. It's just so that you can move internally and you can be in that peaceful place without your mind flitting away to, oh God, my hip's killing, or my leg's going numb, because, you know, we might have been there before. But thank you for listening, and look in for the next video.